Hi guys, Melissa here. This is my first video. Apparently everybody's putting out videos now, so I might as well go ahead and jump on the bandwagon. Which, by the way, I'm not really jumping on the bandwagon in anything else in my life. And today, really my entire channel, my entire purpose here is to help everybody understand the law of attraction. Yeah, it's a law. Yeah, it's real. Yes, it exists. And it might be a little bit different than what you think. So I have been listening to Abraham for about 12 years now. Um, I am very, very dedicated to Abraham and her videos and her process and the entire concept, excuse me, and idea around the law of attraction. And I'm out in the world, and this video really is only for those who are interested in learning more about it. Maybe to get a basic understanding. Abraham's really great, just great delivery, lots of fun. But even with that, I feel like maybe we're ready for a little bit. Some people might be ready for some deeper understanding. I mean, everything that she says is the complete truth. So if you don't believe that, you're probably on the wrong video here. If you haven't heard Abraham, not that hard to find. She has a ton of free content because that's called abundance, right? No restriction, just abundance. And I think there's a lot of confusion around the law of attraction because we basically come in to this planet with the opposite understanding. And we are completely shifting our paradigm and how we view life and our existence and the existence that we know it right now, should I say. And that takes a while. And I think sometimes, we do live in a world where quick fix and instant gratification is what we're used to. Of course, we all know that. And learning a new concept is, it's not something that's really happening. And Abraham has been sending her messages or providing messages for, excuse me, I feel like I have to sneeze, many, 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 many years. And I don't come across many people who are even listening to her. And then I run across some people who are, and they're still haven't been able to really get it. And I can understand that because that's how it was for me. I listen to her every single day. Now I can't say I listen to her every day at this point. It's been 12 years since I was introduced to her. I'll never forget the moment I heard her voice. Something in me just clicked, and there was never a question that this was what I needed to follow and learn and understand and live. Although at that moment I didn't know that. That was really, I was so lost at that point in my life. But that was 2009. Excuse me. I had a hair in my mouth. I can't. Am I really going to post this? Guys, this is going to be like a legit, like, real life video. Like, sometimes I see these videos that are so perfect and beautiful. Maybe I'll get there one day. But I live by inspired action, and today I could not record this video, so I'm just gonna go with it. So I've been listening, and I had it down for those first years. I got it. And my life kept falling apart more and more and more. So I was doing sales, which I should never, ever do or do again in my entire life. And no matter what I did, like I would go home and I would listen to this and I would get into my vortex. I would feel so amazing. Like her messages uplifted me, along with provided me this whole new way of viewing the world, which I wasn't able to do. But I knew I was still feeling good and that mattered, because that was a big part of the message: get into your vortex. And everything kept falling apart. And not once did I ever think that was not the right path. Not once. And it fell apart for years and years and years. And I don't know, looking back, I never looked up anything else at YouTube at that time. Maybe it wasn't that popular. I don't know. But everybody else was going home and they were watching The Bachelor, and I was listening to self-help videos, and I couldn't sell anything. No, nothing. It was so bad. It was a good diet though, that's for sure. I lost a lot of weight. I could literally barely afford food to eat. Crackers and cheese, turkey slices, and peanut M&Ms. Yeah. And it's been a journey. It wouldn't have been that fun if I didn't have these stories now. And that's part of the journey. Looking back to see where we've been. And so from 2009 until 2015, I listened. I got to my vortex. Things started to change, but I still didn't get it. I just did not get it. I didn't get what was going on with the law of attraction. Like, I could repeat what she was saying, and I knew the concepts, but I was not living it and had no idea how to live it whatsoever. And then in 2015, there was a really challenging situation, and the message was just keep doing your work. So I stuck with it, but I started listening to it differently through the next couple years until I got the next aha, when I realized, it was 2000, was it 16 or 17, that I realized I am not living this at all. But all of a sudden, it was like all the information just poosh. Oh, there it is. Oh. And then I could just start re-listening to it all over again, because I was listening to it with different ears. And that's the beauty of her work. When she answers, she really is answering for people who have listened for a day and who have listened for 10 years. There's always new information in there, almost always. Or if you have information like me, it's reminders. Because we still live in a world where this is not how people view the world, right? So in a nutshell, we're told that everything is outside of us. If I want to feel good, then it's something outside of me that will make me feel good. If I want to feel good and something is there that's causing me problems, I need to get rid of that in my life, because that is the problem. And if I can remove that, maybe that person, maybe that empty bank account, right? Then I can be better. But it means that from that perspective, we are not creators, we are reactors. We are reacting to our environment. This is really important. And again, I'm not saying anything new. I'm just trying to maybe be a different messenger for Abraham and everything that I've studied and how my mind works. And I would love, if you guys have any questions, leave questions in the comments and I will try to address these videos. I don't really have an agenda right now. This is called Inspired Action. Today, I don't know why, it had to be today. I went onto my computer And I can't just create a video on YouTube. It takes 24 hours to be able to create a video. And I'm like, what? And I'm not a tech person. So I go into my QuickTime movie player. I'm like, it won't come up. So I had to go, and I just was going to give up. I'm like, I'm just not doing this today. And I just kept getting that nudge, like, no, this has to be done today. And so I start Googling, how to make videos. Even though I don't think I can post this today, I had to record it today. And finally, earlier, I had been looking on my computer and I saw something called Photo Booth. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And I opened it up, and it easily opened, and I hit take a picture of myself. And then there were these, filters. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even know it was on my computer, and I shut it. And then when I'm trying to find video players, how to record a video on my computer, boom, there it is. Photo Booth. I'm like, oh, I was already in there. Easy. Okay. It's time. Game on. It's like 3:15 in the afternoon, and I got this hit at 11 a.m. But it's happening. And it's not going to be the most perfect video. Absolutely not. But it's going to be my inspired action for today. And that's the way it works, right? So there's this complete idea that there's something out there in the world that can get us or will get us, right? That is what most of us have, right? If you leave me, I will be abandoned and it will hurt. So don't leave me. So if I try to control you so you don't leave or hold on really tight, again, it's reactive, and it doesn't come from the perspective that I create everything that's in my life, everything. So unfortunately, and fortunately, because it's a journey, most of the time we start out on autopilot, and whatever was programmed into us during the first years of life are what we just keep living over and over again. Different places, different faces, maybe. It might be the same faces keep coming back around. Maybe you're still in the same town. But if you do try to leave and get away and break up or get a different job, whatever it might be, you'll start noticing the same patterns, especially once you get into your 40s. At that point, you cannot get away from it. There's a lot of leeway that we have before that. So being that this is my generation right now, that I'm noticing this cycle, but things are changing. So there might be some people out there who are younger who are like, that's not how it was for me. I get it. Like, I think that it seems to run in generational, and right now it's when you hit your 40s, that's when it's coming down the chute, no matter what. But I don't know anything, right? Like, I don't know anything. Everything is completely open. I don't even know about existence at this point, right? All I know is that we are the creators of our existence in every single way. And there's nothing out there that can get us. And I know that there are a lot of individuals out there who are in the spiritual world that I love and adore, and are still sending the message that there's something out there that can get us. And that's okay, because that's where they are. And I was there even when I wasn't there. Like, even after being with Abraham for so long and knowing that, I was still able to get caught up in that drama and really believe that there were these people or entities out there that could do something that could really hurt me. And as Abraham has said time and time again, this is not an existence of assertion. It's only attraction. You can only draw to you that which you are vibrating at some level. You have to be. And it's like a mirror. The world is a mirror, symbolically, which shows us what's going on inside at a vibrational level. And that's it right there. There's nothing out there. They've already shown in quantum physics that they can't even find a piece of a cell in us or anything that actually exists. Is that we're all space. So it's really about freeing our mind, right? It's really about freeing our mind. And this is the entirety of the message of The Matrix, if you've seen it. We come into a world with beliefs, and the game, literally the game, is to free our mind. If you haven't seen it in a while, watch it. It's good. Again, especially if you have a spiritual tendency and have been taken in a lot of information, some of it can get buried down that needs to be brought up to bring the picture back together. And for me, I don't even know if I would call myself spiritual anymore. I used to say, oh, I'm so spiritual. I don't even think that's the proper word any longer. I don't really think so. I don't know. I think it's way beyond that at this point. Like, I'm the creator of my reality and nothing else exists. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing that can hurt me. And if you are showing up in my existence and showing me something, right? Like, for example, what's a good example? Well, I think relationships are an easy one, right? Like, this person came into my life and they said something rude to me and it hurt me, right? So this is really good example because we want to lash out at them. We want to be angry at them. We need to talk this out. You need to understand how you hurt me and why you hurt me and how are we going to rectify this? And this is not okay. I can't take this. And if you can't stop, then you don't even need to be a part of my life, right? But really, that in the old paradigm was the solution. Erase the person or try to control them by telling them what you wanted. Listen, this is what you need to do. You cannot talk to me that way. It is not acceptable. And this is how you need to talk to me. X, Y, Z. Right? So now we're trying to control them through behavior or the behavior that we want by telling them. None of that has anything to do with vibration. Now, the new paradigm with the law of attraction is that person is bringing up in me sadness, anger, feeling of being abandoned, and disappointment, and some shock. That's my stuff. That's my vibrational point of attraction right now. That's my point of attraction. I brought this in. There are billions of people in the world. I brought in the one who's going to hurt me. And it doesn't matter if you've done it before. Maybe you're younger. Maybe it looks different at the beginning, but here's that same pattern. This is where we take responsibility for our wound. That's my wound. That's my vibration. We don't even have to call it a wound, right? That's my vibrational point of attraction. Now, I'm aware of this. I'm bringing awareness to that. And I'm going to start to shift my paradigm. It's not that person. It is not that person's fault. There's nothing that person did to me. I attracted that. So whatever comes up in me, my reactions are mine. They're mine. Remember that saying? Like revenge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Ugh, that's a good one. That is a good saying because that's exactly what the law of attraction shows, right? This is my hurt. This is my pain. It's mine to heal. You are showing me. Thank you for showing me. Now I understand that that is still there. That's mine. I can be angry at you because that is an emotion that I feel that I'm allowed to have, but I don't have to act on it, and I can just notice that that's something for me to heal. And working with this is something different. I'm not going to get into that today. What I just wanted to bring forth today was that there is nothing out there that can hurt you or harm you. And if you feel that there is, and you have a mad defense, then what happens is about time for this video to end, you will continue to get experiences that give you the reaction of defensiveness. And it will never end. It will never end. There will always be something. This is my first take, and I'm going to go with it. I hope you guys like it. Please leave any questions you might have. I'm going to totally get into different ways that you can work with this. But right now, I think this is what I was inspired to do today. I do like to go by inspired action. And I can give a lot more explanations about, my intention is to bring a lot more awareness of how the law of attraction works in individual lives and the things that they see playing out in future videos. Because it gets complicated. It's a simple concept, but when you don't know about it, it gets complicated, and eventually it gets fun too. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.